Hello, my name's Adan Lopez. I'm a student for Art Appreciation 1301 for instructor Luis Corpus. The contemporary artist that I chose was Miquel Barlo. He's a contemporary artist, he's a sculptor, a painter, and a ceramist. In the 1980s, he became one of the best Spanish artists. His work was considered part of the international non-expressive movements. It is a form of art in which the artist portrays recognizable subjects in an expressive and gestural aesthetic way. I'm gonna give you a little bit of background on him. He was born in January 8th, 1957, in a small town of Felantix, Spain. He's son to Francisca Artigues and Miguel Barcelo de Gelabert. Um, he his mother was a landscape painter, traditional landscape painter. Barcelo grew up watching his mother paint, and he began taking classes at a very young age, which initiated him and got him interested in art. Who would have thought his mom became his biggest fan? Miss Artigues, over the years, she began taking pieces of Miquel's work and began to embroider them into napkins, cloths, and even tapestries like the one in this picture right here. I guess it's kind of like a kindergarten kid giving his mom his drawing, and she's posting them in the refrigerator. Barcelo gathered a lot of his inspiration during his first trip to Paris in 1974. Barcelo was moved by the paintings of the artist Jean de Buffet and his art brut. The artist Jean de Buffet, which means raw art, and the art of informel, which means informal art. And as you can tell by these pictures right here, this pictures this artwork doesn't really have a form. There's no lines. It's non-traditional for paintings from France and during this period. Raw. The Buffet actually believed that the best work of art was done by mental patients. He believed that they brought a whole new way of thinking outside of the box. They did not care about the rules of art. They did not care about lines or form. They were just able to express themselves in a way that other people really couldn't, because they followed this they would abide to these laws of art. Okay. His education, in 1974, Barcelo began classes at the Decorative Art School in Palma de Mallorca in Spain. He only took a few classes. He went back in 1975 and enrolled at the School of Fine Arts in Barcelona, where he only took a few more classes before returning to Mallorca. When he returned to Mallorca, he joined a group of other artists known as the Taller Lunatic, which what's it called? They would do all sorts of different stuff. They would decay fruits, and they would decay vegetables and paint them or draw them. His early works were conceptual and included the wooden and glass boxes filled with decaying foods and other different organic materials. As you can see in this picture right here, he drew. This one is titled. It's titled Artichoke and Peas, and literally it's just an artichoke and peas. And as you can see, this art is very unconventional, very different. He didn't really make a lot of money from his early artworks. He actually had to work as a vendor. Yeah, he was working as a street vendor. Okay, so this artwork right here, this is from his collection of El Planeta de los Toros. This is actually the this was an exhibition that was introduced in Switzerland from October 2017 to February 2018. This picture, it's got, you can't really see the bottom, but it really caught my attention because it's a, I mean, it, obviously you can see it's a bull, but you can see from this could be the daggers from the corrida de toros, where the matador is like stabbed them multiple times. This little red marks are the blood. The part that's cut off, it's on the floor, and you can see it was red. So you can see all the blood down here. Right here, you can see the leg that is bent back, which is he's kicking the ground, riding himself up to ready to charge, and it's a very strong image to me. It depicts a beast that's like been hurt and wounded and just is ready to keep fighting for his life. He's ready to charge back at whoever's attacking him. So that's the reason why I chose this one. Okay, what the most famous artwork that he's known for is actually done at the ceiling of the Human Rights and Alliance Civilization Chamber for the United Nations Palace in Geneva. This artwork is made out of stalactite, multicolored, and is painted with pigments sourced from all over the world. And then it got sprayed with blue and gray paint. The structures they symbolize the sea and a cave in opposing union. What's pretty cool about this is that it's always a different view from whichever side of the room you're standing in, and the way it's painted, it almost looks like the colors are in constant change. Okay, so this I found this video. It's a live performance. I want to go ahead and show it. Let's see if I can enlarge it. It's this is a presentation that he did at one of the colleges over there in Spain. This material, it's a wall. It's it when it gets wet, it becomes dark. So it's actually painting with water. It's a temporary. Once the wall dries up, it vanishes. But I think it's very cool how he just comes up with comes up with the images just. Okay, so as you can see, I mean, you get the African vibe here. It's you can see it's kind of like a tribe trying hunting. There's multiple faces, like you can see faces in the background. He gets a lot of his work for a lot of his inspiration now from Africa. He now lives in Africa, so he loves that culture. He picked up a lot of ideas from that culture and he introduced it into his art. Right there, you can see like two faces in the background. It's very. And right here is where the painting is vanishing, where they literally just sit there and watch it evaporate. I mean, this was well, this concludes my presentation for Miquel Barcelo. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching it.